My name's Simon Dawkins. I'm a financial performance specialist. I qualified as a chartered accountant with KPMG in Birmingham. I've got over 20 years experience of running financial and business awareness training sessions and workshops. I've trained all over the country. I've also trained around Europe and also in China. Having worked with many law firms, we know there are several things that you want your staff to understand. First of all, that you're actually in business to make profit. You happen to be a legal services firm, but retailers, training businesses, we all have to make profit. Also, what we tend to find is that many fee earners don't really understand the difference between profit and cash. Ultimately, cash pays the bills. Cash also pays partners' drawings, which is evidently critically important in any law firm. And that actually introduces the idea of cash flow. It's important to get cash from clients as soon as you possibly can. In short, what you want your staff to understand is what we've called the law firm cardinal sins, and more importantly, the law firm rules of profitability. In our experience, there are several law firm cardinal sins, but they do include not recording your time on client-facing work, offering discounts to clients without there being a good commercial reason for doing so, undervaluing your skills, undervaluing what you add to the firm, and also not thoroughly understanding the Mr. Picasso story. Mr. Picasso's having a lovely meal with his family one evening, and he sees a lady on the next table staring across at him. It's Mr. Picasso, it's Mr. Picasso. And he realises that to get rid of this lady, he ought to invite her over and perhaps draw a sketch for her. This he does, licks his chalk, draws a sketch on the napkin. As the lady's about to take the sketch and run away to her friends and family, he slaps his hand on top of it and says, "Madam, that'll be £5,000. But Mr. Picasso, that only took 30 seconds. No, madam, that took 30 years. Just as there are many law firm cardinal sins, there are even more law firm rules of profitability, but they do include recording all time on your timesheet to make sure it gets billed, searching for regular billing opportunities, ensuring that your client both knows and sticks to the payment terms that you have, and if you do offer discounts from fees, make sure you get something commercial in return. Of course, we know that your staff are very bright people. They do understand these things. However, they get it so much more if they live it, they experience running a law firm for themselves. This is exactly what attending Ready for Business enables them to do. A couple of the key benefits we find is a much improved understanding of the financial issues facing your firm, but also we find there's behavioural change when they actually get back to their desk job, when they get back to the coalface. Ready for Business is a highly rated law firm simulation. Delegates in teams run a law firm in competition with others, and they're made responsible for the financial performance of their firm. It can actually be tailored and adapted to reflect the key financial issues that your firm currently faces. Ready for Business is a highly rated law firm simulation. It's been based around the key cardinal sins and rules of profitability that we've already mentioned. It actually enables people to understand the key financial pressures that law firms face. Delegates are placed in competing teams. Each team represents a law firm. The delegates themselves are actually the managing board of their particular firm, and they're made responsible for the financial performance. At the end of the session, whether it be half a day or whole day, we actually assess which teams actually perform best in terms of cash position and in terms of profitability. One of the beauties of Ready for Business is it can actually be adapted and based around the key financial pointers of your firm. If you let us know what the key financial issues are, is it late payment of cash from clients? Is it low profitability? Is it under recording time? Is it under billing? We can actually modify the game so that it reflects those key issues. Delegates will actually feel them, they'll get to experience those pressures, and that's where the behavioural change comes from.